Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange as the Allies, now in 1927. Moving right on ahead. I'm getting a little bit passing time a little bit more right now as we wait for things to come together and opportunities to present themselves. Oh, they're trying to pick on my submarine. What jerks. No, maybe jerks isn't the right way of it. We've had our subs doing some pretty impressive work to each other. There's our daily bombardment. And I sense the 10th of January. Oh, there's the 4th Division heading out. Oops. Alright, what do we have in here? Some of those are meant for Pearl Harbor. Heavily escorted tankers. Might be worth sending one of those up here. And disbanding the rest. These are 3 destroyers, anti-sub warfare. Fine leaving them there. Tanker will load fuel. Retirement unload, no. Auto disband, we'll send it to Midway. Could send more fuel down to the Marshals, but I don't think that's necessary right now. We'll disband this one. Then we have Pearl Harbor transports that we don't really need right now. So we'll go ahead and disband this one. We can reform the division if we need to. Another ASW group. We'll keep that one in Pearl Harbor. We'll send this one over to French Frigate Shoal. And if we have a third one, this one, we have a few there, maybe Johnson Island. Maybe even halfway between, since we've had that one submarine kind of hanging out around there. Second tanker group. And fourth one, wow, we really broke it out to resupply Midway. Yet another ASW group. And yet another one. So we will send one to Johnson Island. That's quite the set of groups we have there. Okay, what are y'all doing? Stop that. Get back up there. Stay in line. You are out of fuel. which makes sense. You need fuel. Ah, that's not what I wanted. This one is fine. This one needs some. Wondering if maybe I should just start putting some oilers in each group. Just to extend their endurance some. Maybe even staging a tanker out here. Down to the marshals. We have battleship. Here's the one transport. Load troops. Send them up there. They will auto unload. Then head to Joliet. Which is where they are right now. I'm just gonna tell this one to unload all supplies. Alright, these two are headed out with their escorts. Singapore has transports that are loading. Manila has need of more fuel. Which we'll get there eventually. This one's going to take a while to head up to the airfield. Should see, yep, they're all ready now. They stopped being chewed up now that we have engineers at the airfield again. How many submarines do we have available? Some of our longer ranged ones. There's some of the longer ranged ones. Gonna send you guys out. And let's say here. And here. And because we can, here as well. How bad is R1? It's not terrible. We'll go ahead and return them to Midway. That's not a big deal at this point. And we may transfer these other subs that we're sending out there to Midway to operate on the longer legs since they have more range. I think that's good enough to keep going. Nothing groundbreaking or earth-shattering. I do record these in batches, so this is the first episode of a new batch. So it takes a little bit longer than the first turn to reorient. Okay, some of our naval search planes are doing their work. Seems like this is a quiet turn. And daily bombardments, kind of background noise at this point. Now we are on the 11th of January. Nothing on the Pacific coast. Pearl Harbor we cleaned up a little bit. We have ASW headed out and about. Let's get a replenishment on these guys and tell them to stop moving about. Oh, it's these ones that are trying to move about. So leapfrog and go for the cruisers. Those ones are struggling on fuel at the moment, and these battleships will suck them dry. Or, you know, I can send everyone into the same hex. Let's do that instead. Hit both the same turn. Did they manage to load? Hey, how about that? These ones took off. I'm gonna move the supplies to Joliet. Set the home base for Joliet, and I'm just gonna move all the ships there. It's a better port, and then we can cycle back and forth with the transports we do have out here. I know that's a change of plans, but we've also been struggling to pick up troops. Maybe I'll send one of the smaller US divisions out. Oh, enemy unit 7. Ugh. Never mind, this may require quite the intervention then. I don't want a horse brigade. First New Zealand Infantry Brigade, we could send them out. We also have quite a slew of Australian units ready to be deployed. Actually, if I send a heavy division down here, or a heavy transport group down here, I could sea lift. Or actually, it's not the ground units I want to look at. I could sea lift them somewhere. So, Australian squads. We have some in the pool. We actually have, just looking at the rifle squads, we have way more available on the Australian side than we do the US side because of heavy losses. Dutch squads, they're alright. Filipino squads, looking alright. British, we have a decent amount. Indians, we have a decent amount. French, we have a decent amount. Even Canadians, we have a decent amount. Look at all the New Zealand rifle squads. Okay. Yeah, I think we have the manpower. We can be a little more aggressive with the allies. I was planning on relying a little bit more on the US. But I don't think that's actually necessary. No changes to formations. We'll grab a couple more subs, send them out this way. Oh, never mind, that one has some system damage it can repair. Then this one instead. So if that isn't shallow water, might be. And that should be the 11th. Hey, it's not a quiet day. As the Japanese look for our various subs scattered about the South China Sea and Pacific. There's our daily bombardment. Kind of tapering off. There's all of our new units that we were waiting for. So with the new batch, I think almost all of them showed up in San Francisco. Looks like a couple did not. And we'll just hoof them over. Send them on up to San Francisco for transport. Base Force, Base Force. I don't know. Oh, that one has forts. So we'll send the... Nope, that one has forts as well. That and it's named San Diego Regiment. We'll send this one forward. Send this one forward. So that's the Army forts, that's the Navy forts. Both with aviation support. And we'll check Los Angeles. Get out of San Diego. Los Angeles. with Base Force. Oh, that's the National Guard Regiment. What am I doing moving those? Those can stay. Actual heavy tanks. It does have aviation support. So is this one. I can mobilize this one. Ooh, medium tanks. Not just those Mark 7s. Where was that National Guard Regiment? Yeah, you need to stay in San Diego. Canadian Infantry Brigade. Was I planning on moving you? Move you down there. You're an available unit. That one needs to stay. So we have... I can't prefer using this. First Canadian Infantry. Get you moving down. That's a base force, so it should have... Oh, actually they have forts. So I guess they're supposed to stay then. But the... Oh, well, looks like they're mobile. We can't send them with the fort. Leave the 1st Canadian though. No reason to move too much. We're starting to collect quite the group. Oh, you guys overshot. All you're doing is wasting a bunch of fuel now. Although it looks like you replenished as you passed them. I didn't even know that was a thing. So let's send you back to where you need to go. Top off this unit, and then these ones have already been in good shape. And these guys are tapped out. Send them on home. That is dangerously close to Wake. And have I sent you all the way? Nope. Have you had the same idea with this one? Get you replenished, and then what do we have here? They're loading. No, unload all. And they're headed to Joliet, and they will unload there. Battle cruisers coming. We have our transports from Australia. I have the next one in Singapore. Do I really need to move anything right now, though? I mean, I suppose we can just keep piling more troops into the Philippines. Looks like we were shy an infantry brigade. It looks like most of an infantry brigade. Where is the rest of this infantry brigade? (72nd) UK. 72nd. Or the HQ. (72nd) is in Manila. So yes, we should load this one. and send it to Manila, as it is not a complete brigade. What do we have in here? We have the core of the 72nd, and that's it. There was just a little bit that couldn't be carried last time. I don't see any changes anywhere else. Looks like we've had quite the response from the Japanese Navy. A lot of transports moving around. If they want to land something, I am ready for them. But with that, I am out of time for today, so I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Take care.